Hey guys, 2816 Productions here. Today, it's my birthday, and I'm doing a review on my Broadway Limited Paragon to USRA Light Mikado, Canadian National Mikado specifically. I got this at the train show. This thing, unfortunately, doesn't have its Paragon 2 things, so it right now has a Tsunami decoder when I got this. And if you haven't seen my video, I'll provide the link in the description of the locomotive's operation. But I'll do a little review here on this model when I get, and I'll be back when I open this thing out of its box. Okay guys, so I got the locomotive out of its box, including the tender. This is a very, very nice model. It's not accurate to a CNR locomotive, but it is accurate for a USRA design. But you may be wondering, why did I get this model? Well, I had some money to buy a model, but I didn't know what to get. Like, I wanted to get an HO scale Canadian Pacific H1B, but they only had one that didn't have any paint on it, so yeah, I didn't want something unpainted, so I tried looking at other places. They just had some old models that probably some of them are broken or they're just DC. I mean, there was a Broadway Limited Challenger, but I didn't think it was kind of worth getting because despite the fact it's in really good condition, it's going to be weird to have like a huge Challenger and you don't really have any, you're just getting started with HO scale DCC. All right, let me just move this tender out of the way. Just get a better look at this model. Now, this model is well detailed, and if I'm going to be honest, this camera could just focus. Come on. Can I brighten this? Okay, so this model does not come with a smoke unit. So for me, that's kind of a relief. One thing that I really don't like about the model is the fact that this whistle piece, the golden part, it somehow like to pop off. Like, I felt like there was something weird. I found this random gold piece on my lap when I was opening the model, and I also looked at this piece here, and there wasn't anything there. It was weird. But then I looked at it, backed at it, and I'm like, oh geez, that's a whistle. So I just stuck it back on here, and yeah. What I really liked about this model is that they have a drawbar that can swing up and down. Now, for a CNR locomotive, I would have expected it to have the CNR style number plating. Yeah, like it's red, it says Canadian National up and down, and it has the number, which this one is 3725. I've been trying to look for some videos of this model. It's very hard to find them, and I'm not sure what Tsunami sound does this thing have, so move to this side here. To this side, there is still some nice details. There's like a little gray piece here on the dome. You got safety valves, got your dynamo, and then you got your side rods here, which obviously it's really nice. So let me just move this back here. You can for some cruise. That's what I like. When I got this model, I've noticed that one of the hand railings on the back of the cab is missing. I can't fully remember if that was how it is when I just got it, or did I accidentally broke this off or something. I don't know. But okay, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna have to get this thing on light. You could see some details for those who really need touch, and of course you got your figurines. You got your little piece here to plug in your tender. Now plugging in the tender on this thing is kind of hard. Not gonna lie. And speaking of the tender, let me just move the locomotive. Okay, so here's the tender. It's your basic USRA style. You got some nice realistic looking coal. I'm not sure if this is just fake artificial coal or is this by the looks of things, yeah, this is real coal. Now you're wondering, how did they do this? Well, they just go, I think, to the nearest like coal mine of some sort. They just collect like bits and pieces of coal and just glue it all on. I don't know, how does that work? Ask Broadway Limited. And you got this nice Canadian National logo. I've always liked this logo on the CNR. They really need to bring that back. And you got your little wire plugging piece thing. And you got to plug in your locomotive. And you got this piece here to hook up your engine. Now there's two tabs here. The innermost is just to provide more realistic look, but if you have like sharper turns, you're probably going to have to use this outer one. There will be a long gap, but it's kind of worth it, the ugliness. And moving back here, you do have the same thing with the engine. You got this nice drawbar thing. Okay, then there's nothing special at the front. At the bottom, you got some nice details, and this thing does feel fragile when I hold on to this thing. Now there is speakers in here. Again, this thing was modified with Tsunami sound. I've tested it. The guys told me the overall volume of the engine is high, so that's why it sounded kind of fouling of some sort. I don't know. But anyway, what I really don't like about this model is plugging it in. It's really, really finicky, especially when you have this little walkway piece here that's in the way. I never like that at all. I mean, it provides realistic looking stuff, but it's very hard to plug it in. Now, I'm not going to be making a video here of it running because I don't have a track. I mean, I do have tracks and rolling stock. I just don't have a DCC power supply. But I am trying to get one. So, anyway, that concludes my review of Broadway Limited's Paragon 2 USRA Light Mikado CNR 3725 modified with DCC. I mean, I'm sorry, modified with Tsunami sounds. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.